Michael David Murphy here with Atlanta Celebrates Photography. We're here for a lecture with Christopher Bucklow at the High Museum. Christopher's in town to do the lecture and as well to have an opening at Jackson Fine Art, which will be on view through late October. Christopher, welcome. Thanks for coming.
Thank you, Michael.
A few quick questions before your lecture. We were looking at your work today and I was seeing that you have a lot of slides of paintings, and you're here for a photography festival, and thought that was very interesting, and I'm curious about how that works for you in terms of photography projects versus painting projects, and where you spend your energy.
On both, really. The photographic project fulfills certain needs for light, I guess, and the painting projects fill the need for the ability to explore narrative, I guess.
Mm-hmm. So when you were a student, or when you were first kind of beginning your creative exploration, was photography the lure? Were you always a painter? What happened first?
My first works were all sculptural, and I worked in sculpture for about three years, and then I started to draw basically through the sculptural practice, and the drawings were terrible. So I thought maybe it would be neat to make these drawings as photographs.
Sure.
And that's how the multiple pinhole technique evolved.
So it evolved out of a painting technique?
Yes.
So it's kind of an exploration of a painterly idea, actually.
It's an exploration of an idea.
Uh-huh.
The paintings were a kind of exploration, and the photographic exploration of the same idea is another kind that happens to be much more visually effective than the paintings that I was doing. So I ran with that one.
I see. I'm curious about portraits, the photographs in your guest series and Tetrarchs. People would refer to them as portraits. They're pictures of people.
Mm-hmm.
Why portraits, and what do portraits kind of speak? How do they speak for you?
Well, they certainly are portraits, although the sitters are never identified. And the way that I choose the group of people I'm going to use is that I've dreamt of each one of them. And so if you visit an analyst is going to tell you pretty quickly that all the figures that you dream about in your dreams are significant symbolically of aspects of yourself, either things that you aspire to or hate about yourself or are comfortable with or whatever. So in a sense, this collective group is a kind of group self-portrait.
It's interesting that they're from dreams, because when you look at the pictures, they're portraits of people that look extremely ethereal, and that your content is merging with the form almost completely. Can you talk a little bit about how the pinhole discovery happened for you?
How it happened? Well, I wanted to. I wasn't involved in making the guest images of people. I was, as I said, I was painting images that looked like clusters, and they were meant to be clusters of suns. But they weren't as wonderful as I could have wished. So I thought of the idea of using the actual sun, but going down to the local camera shop and begging the plastic lenses off the guy who takes in the disposable cameras, the throwaway cameras, and then building a kind of fly's eye with thousands of these little lenses and shooting the sky and the sun with it. And that seemed very impractical. And one day it just occurred to me that a pinhole camera needn't only have one pinhole.
Right.
And so the first pinhole camera I built had 1,000 pinholes in it. And I used that to shoot the sun in the sky. And they record simultaneously 1,000 images of the sun in those early pictures.
Well, we're really looking forward to seeing more and learning more about your work, and appreciate you coming here for the lecture series. And Michael David Murphy for ACP and ArtRelish, thanks for watching.